His parents.
Like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. We gotta win the ship for easy. We gotta win the ship for easy. Like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. Cavs, we on. Peacock, we on. The Antoine's broadcast.
Yo, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey podcast show. I'm your host, Spivey, and y'all see who I got with me, Kelsey Truth in the building. And look what the cat drew again today, y'all. Peacock in the building. What's good, fellas?
What's going on?
What up?
Man?
How y'all doing?
I'm chilling. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in on the Deeper Spivey Media Network. Also on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube for more content like you're about to receive today. And today's going to be the first day in a while that y'all know what it is. The weekly ritual. Kale's taking that L. Finally go get 2 L's today since Peacock is back. So call him Cool J today, y'all, because he's getting them 2 L's up under his belt.
Hey, I don't think I want to be LL. Did LL get talked about in the Diddy trial?
Man, oh my goodness, man. Here you go already, man. Here you go. We got a lot we go dive into today, man. A lot going on in the sports world. We got an MVP in the NBA. We got some NFL rule changes not rule changes, but remain the same. We got some NBA rumors going on already, and the finals ain't even started yet. We got a lot we gonna get into, man. But that being said, we gonna start off in the NFL. Well, today, the tush push remains in the NFL. It was 22-10 voting wise. There was 2 votes short from getting rid of the tush push. How y'all feeling about that?
I feel though they have to find a way to stop it. It's a football play, really is a football play.
Too.
All it is a new version of a quarterback sneak. The only thing, if I can say, is that it should only be one person pushing. They should have just changed it a little bit. Only one person pushing instead of 2 people pushing them. But it's a new version of a quarterback sneak. And it has been stopped before. The defensive linemen just got to get that penetration. They got to get that snap count together to stop it. Other than that, Green Bay, y'all is some suckers for trying to get that ban. I'm sorry, y'all are soft. And if I'm the Eagles, when I play Green Bay, I'm putting belt to their butt because to show them I'm just pushing all the way down from the 20-yard line all the way down to the goal line to see if they can stop it for that purpose. But other than that, it's a play. It's a football play. I'm not mad. I'm glad it ain't gone. Now, if I'm a running back, I'll be mad. But other than that.
What's up, Peacock?
I mean, I still got the same thought process when it comes to that. They shouldn't be, if you're looking at it at the goal line, in a sense, you let them get all the way down there. So that's on the defense. You should have stopped them before they got there. Secondly, of course, action is quicker than reaction. So either everybody can't see the ball. So normally you're going off their movement. So offense normally going to have the upper hand on that. Either you got to be stronger, you got to be faster, you got to guess the snap count. If not, a lot of times they'll go silent. So you won't know until you see movement. So the best thing you can do is not let them get down there. Other than that, if you can't stop them, then you got to find another way. Only other way is to stop it from getting there. I mean, what else can you do at that point? It's been going on for years. Only person that really suffer in this is the running backs because the quarterback's just pushing ahead. All I do is I look at his score from the running backs. Other than that, I got the same view on it. Stop them if you don't want them. If you don't want them doing it.
Facts. You got 4 downs to get 10 yards. You don't want to be in that situation. Stop them in 3 downs, 8 yards. But shit, then again, Philadelphia be going back for 2 yards too.
First down, they get 5.
You can't give up. You can't give up 70 or 80 yards and then complain about 1.
Yeah, man. Like I think Also, what happened in that NFC Championship game against the Commanders, like what kind of sparked it a lot too. Because I think they got like what 5-6 straight penalties.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
With them being on the goal line trying to stop them again.
right.
If it's hard to stop, it's hard to stop. What next? They're gonna do change rules for running quarterbacks, change rules for you can't throw screen plays no more. I mean, like you said, Kels, it's a football play. Stop it. Better yet, don't put yourself in that situation the way you gotta stop it. Stop them on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. You won't have that problem. So I'm glad they didn't take it out, man. Like, don't punish one team or two teams. Buffalo does it a lot as well.
Buffalo don't do it right though. The only team that really do it right is the
It's
Eagles.
Philly. Yeah.
That's the only because I've seen Buffalo do it. Josh Allen fumbling, falling down.
Shit, they did it in the who was that against the Chiefs?
Yeah, and it was unsuccessful.
Mm-hmm.
With Josh Allen, you really don't need a touch, but he's 6'5". Just let him go straight to the middle. He's 6'5", 250. He don't need a push. He his own push.
Jalen Hurts a big boy though too.
Jalen Hurts ain't bigger than Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts that squat 7,000 pounds.
Shit, that helps.
Dude, that
helps.
That's why they do it so well, because he's low center of gravity. He's only 6'2". When he get under you, and his leg is very powerful. So most of the time, if you really look at it, they be stopped. It be the initial push that get them through.
Mm-hmm.
So they be stopping them. It's just when Dallas Goedert or Saquon Barkley, whoever doing a push, when they push them, then they be through. So stop it.
Stop it. That's the same way I feel when people be, whining and complaining.
Here we go.
When it comes to greatness, like myself.
Yeah, your greatness stopping this year.
Stop it. Don't complain. Stop it.
I'm stopping it.
You say what?
I'm stopping it.
Again, I'm glad they didn't get rid of the tush push. I'm glad they kept it in there. Now let's see what these defenses gonna do now. Again, don't let them get in that situation. You won't have to be whining and complaining about stopping the tush push. So I'm happy for it.
The tush push. That's a fucked up name. The tush push.
You say what?
They could have called it any other.
The tush push.
That's crazy, man. Out
That's
of all things to change, that's what they got.
We about to change the tush push.
Tush push.
All things.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander wins his first MVP award today. That makes the third Oklahoma City Thunder to win the MVP. Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, now SGA, is on that list of Thunder to win the MVP. Did they get it right?
Yes, they got it right. SGA deserve it, well deserve it. He has to take this young team over. He's the leader of that team. He the leading scorer. He the heartbeat of that team. He knocked out a couple of great players going to this finals, Western Conference Finals. Former MVP Joker. He got this team rolling. So without Shea, this team will be where they at right now. I mean, it's a good team, but if you take Shea away, you don't know where this team would be.
Yeah, as far as me, they got it right. I ain't seen nobody else that was more deserving. Because I remember they were talking about Joker possibly getting it again.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, there was other people in that mix, and then Shea he took it and he ran with it. You look at how he led his team, their record coming out of the West. You look at the other players around him, he elevated them to a point where it's like even when he didn't play a game, the team still played well. Which is it's almost like the chemistry was unstoppable with him on the court. And it's kind of like it bled onto the other players. And they kept playing even at a high pace, even when he wasn't in the game, even when he on the bench, they still was able to carry their own. And I think that comes with having like a good leader and having somebody on the team that makes you better. How they used to talk about Brian, how he would make players around him better. And I think GAD, I think he do that with the Thunder. I mean, you take him off the team, or you move him from this past year, and I don't think they do as well. But you see how they all gelling together. I look at how they did this last game. It's like everything was close, and you see them slowly just start pulling away and never look back. I think they just got a lot going. I think he the reason for it. Like Kale said, leading scorer. What he do on the court, clutch moments. He show up every moment when he needed.
It's funny you say he made people better. You know, both y'all say he made people better.
Oh
You
man,
know, year after year, you know, young, kind of like what Kale's about to experience. You know what I'm saying? Like he been good. He been good. Can't take nothing away from what he did in the regular season, what he did, and maybe his one playoff game he averaged a season. But now, you know what I'm saying? After this season, he's going to align himself with greatness. Like how SGA turned the Thunder around, I'm gonna turn Kills around. I'm gonna turn.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
I'm gonna turn Kills around. Kills will be a better
Kill man.
player, a better player because of me. But yeah, they definitely got it right, man. He averaged 32 points, almost 33 points this season.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, 68 wins, first in the West, now in the Western Conference Finals. He was second last year, I believe, in the MVP race. So every year that he been with OKC, they have got better. But let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that series between OKC and the Nuggets is what solidified who's gonna win MVP? Whoever won that series, whether it was Joker or SGA.
No, I think SGA really deserved it this
regardless.
year. Regardless, he had it regardless because he really deserved it this year. Once again, he led the one of the youngest team to the number one seed and the best record in the NBA with 68 wins. This team was always playing well with him. He's a leader, so he was gonna get it anyway. I think people was getting tired of the Joker winning it. It's just like the LeBron, just like the LeBron factor. You win so many, and no matter how good you are, you ain't gonna get it. The Joker could have averaged 36, 11, 11, triple-double, and he still want to go get it from SGA this year.
How you feeling, Peacock?
Kind of. I gotta agree with Kels. Even though Bron, he got snubbed quite a few times on his MVP. You know, they didn't want him to get it, huh?
Kobe, Shaq, all of them.
Yeah, some of them got snubbed big time.
Yeah, I think it basically came down to who won that series too. It was a game 7. Both of the stars showed up. They limited Joker assists, him assisting the ball in that series, but he was still playing tremendously in that series along with SGA. So I think if the Nuggets would have won, they probably would have gave it to the Joker.
You think so?
You know what's crazy? Yeah. That's probably, you look at the timing of it when it was announced. That is kind of a new sign. That's what they was waiting for.
With the NBA,
especially with it going 7 games.
Yeah, but they always had the tendency to wait to like close to
the finals.
Well, if not, you know what I'm saying, a couple of games into the conference finals.
Right.
Into the conference finals game. So this is like right around the right time for them doing that. But OKC pulled it out in 7, so they get an award to SGA. But he definitely well deserved. Definitely.
What up, y'all? What up, Ju?
What up, Juju?
He said, what up, y'all?
Definitely well deserved. Now he got a chance to do something that ain't been done since Go James, 2012, 2013. Win the NBA MVP, win the NBA championship and the NBA Finals MVP. So
if they do go,
I'm rooting for that for Shay. Huh?
If they do go, they will have to win. You know what? I want to see the Thunder win it because how they almost won it and then get back there. They have not been there since Durant, Westbrook.
Damn, was it Westbrook and Durant and Harden?
Yeah,
the last time. Baca was on that team. What Kendrick Perkins on that team too?
Kendrick Perkins,
Nick Collison.
Nick Collison, all
Yeah.
damn. Nick Collison been out of the league for what 6 years now? So that's
Damn.
a long.
Might
That's
be
a long.
longer than that.
Yeah, because he was a supersonic at one point in time. So OKC, another not big major market team, go ahead and win a title. That would be great for the NBA.
Real quick, let me ask y'all this, because I seen something on social media today. A lot of people in Seattle was feeling some type of way with them comparing OKC stats with Seattle stats. You know what I'm saying? They be like in a 12-year history, you know what I'm saying, of the franchise, but it was two different franchises, Seattle and OKC. But they figured since they moved from Seattle to OKC, it's kind of like the Browns and Baltimore, but we don't really, you know, the Brown stats is the Brown stats. Now Baltimore stats is Baltimore stats.
Right.
How y'all feel? Do y'all feel like the league, real quick, should just separate the Seattle Supersonic stats from the time they moved to OKC, Oklahoma City?
Yes.
Instead of like combusting them into one?
Yes, because they're two different franchises. They're two different nicknames and two different colors, two different everything. You know, they different. In Seattle, they were the Supersonics. In Oakland, they are the Thunder. So they two. It's not like the Browns and like the Browns and the Ravens. The Ravens are the Ravens.
Do the Texans and the
and Houston don't even talk about like they're the same team.
Okay, yeah, right.
That's what I was about to even with
they don't even wear no, that's Tennessee. Tennessee went to Houston, right?
Yeah.
Tennessee went to Houston. Well, Tennessee don't even wear their throwbacks. I ain't never seen Tennessee in a Houston Oilers throwback.
So no, what I'm saying is like, so should the Oilers and the Texans, they're kind of like in the same
thing,
right. Yeah, in the same boat too. But they don't really share they don't compare their stats together, like
because they two different. They don't even share.
Even though they still in Houston,
right? If you gonna keep Houston, you should have just kept them as the Houston Oilers. You should have just brought them back as the Houston Oilers. Then you could have just kept all the stats, Warren Moon and all them, Hayward Jeff, all them together. But no, you can't not compare the stats because they two different teams, two different identities.
So would that count? Would that count when I get you your championship?
No, we two different on two different teams. I will get the championship. You would just get the knowledge that you built it. That's all.
It's always gonna be an asterisk there. Man.
Why you say that?
Huh?
Anything that he do that got your name attached to it, he ain't gonna never get the credit.
Oh,
Kills will never get the credit. If your name on it, Kills will never get the credit.
I got a championship, so shit.
Kills, you can make every decision. You can do the draft, you can do the placements as far as setting your lineups, you can do the whole thing. But if he go in as your GM this year and he don't touch not one thing because he was your GM, he gonna still say it was his presence that got you over the hump.
Oh, I already know that. All right, man. Look, I already understand the assignment. I already get the assignment. You know what I'm saying? But just like we ain't put an asterisk on Kevin Durant going to Golden State because he.
I'll tell you how bad it's gonna be. Y'all can be in different divisions. Y'all can be going head up, his team against your team. He'll say he brought two teams to the championship.
Oh, I already know that. He gonna say it's no doubt he gonna do it. It's no doubt.
I won either way.
It's no doubt. So y'all should be rooting.
All this goes back to what we said about the tush push. If y'all know this and y'all don't want this to happen, stop it. Stop it. I got a good one for y'all. I was also listening that it was a conversation that I listened to while I was checking something on my Instagram page, and they brought up a great comparison on in their prime. Who would you take? And there was a lot of different people with different aspects and who they chose and why they chose this person or whatever. So I'm gonna ask y'all, in their prime, who was y'all taking? Or better yet, all in their prime, but one of these players gotta go. One of these players gotta go.
I think I saw this one.
Russell Westbrook,
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Rose,
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving,
Mm-hmm.
or Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Who you taking in a prime? Who would you taking?
So
we only can pick one.
You only can pick one.
No, you could pick 3 of them, but one gotta go.
Okay, go ahead,
first.
Kills.
You go first. I went first the last couple of times. You go first.
Okay, I'm taking D Rose.
1,
I'm taking Curry.
2.
I'm taking Kyrie.
That's 3. So Westbrook out.
Westbrook out.
Go.
Westbrook
Why you say that? Why you pick those 3?
Well, you know, Kyrie, you already know what he did here for the home team. You know, he was big part of that championship run. Him and Bron and Love and all them together. And then that shot he hit over Clay. So, you know, he always gonna have that space, and just how he is as a player. He a dominant ball handler. He can score, create space. He can do all that. Curry, probably one of the greatest shooters. Probably may end up being the greatest shooter of all time. I don't see another Curry coming into the league no time.
It was a Curry before Curry.
Hey, but his son is the better. I said I don't see another one as good as this one is. Coming to the league and replicating what he do.
Sip of water with that one, my bad.
Yeah, well, I'm saying I don't see another one coming into the league doing what he doing after him. I look at that, and then D Rose. We all know who D Rose was before his injury.
Man, I wish he never. Man,
one of them players that you wish he could have just see what he would have become. I mean, you knew he was going to become MVP. You knew he was still going up. He was still elevated. He wasn't even prime at that point.
D Rose and whew.
Just to see what he could have become.
If his jump shot, man, was better than what it was, oh my goodness. And listen.
That was just
D Rose would have been unstoppable, but you know.
But what?
The injuries happen, and that led
to. That's why he said in the prime. So
you know what I'm saying? In a prime. Oh, in a prime. Oh, okay. In a prime, I got Curry, Westbrook, and Irving.
Curry, Westbrook, and Kyrie Irving.
Yes.
Hey, you leaving D Rose up?
Yep. Westbrook did something that no other player in NBA history does. He did. He went 2 years straight with a triple-double. People forget that Westbrook was a great player. Westbrook is a great player. Just like D Rose, he don't have no jump shot, but his explosiveness, how he played real hard, and he led the league in triple-doubles for 2 straight years. Triple-double.
A lot of people may argue he was doing a lot of stat padding.
I don't give a damn. You know how hard that is to do? Shit.
No, I agree.
I don't care if it's stat pattern. First off, you have to play. That's the first thing to even get there. Second, you have to bring it every night and every day of the game. So that them 2 triple-doubles a year, and then he didn't do it 1 year. He did it 2 years. So Westbrook, that's the only reason I picked Westbrook over D Rose is because his longevity is better. I mean, you know, his longevity.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me, but I will
take out Irving, but
no, I definitely can't take out Kyrie Irving. Like, you definitely can't take him out. Dude was the #1 pick coming out of college and only played 9 games.
Yeah, he's been injury prone his whole career.
But only have played 9 collegiate games, and you about to be the first overall pick. That just goes to show right there, like talent wise, where you at compared to everybody else at that present time. So you can't take out Kyrie Irving. And like you touched on the Peacock, of course, the run he had with the Cavs, where we went to 4 straight NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors, capturing at least one title, 2016, as you stated, Kels, and Peacock hitting the biggest shot probably in Cleveland franchise history. You can't take out Steph Curry because the way he changed the game with his shooting ability. Can knock down a shot from anywhere on the court. Soon as he step across half court, hell, it been sometimes he'll shoot it before he got to half court and just make it look easy. Actually, he almost had one of them against OKC in the playoffs when they came back 3-1. Actually, when they lost us that season, when it was a 3-1 on us. But so you can't take Curry out again. The way he just revolutionized the game and changed the game, as far as the way defenses are forced to play against Golden State and play and guard him. Now the whole thing boiled down to the Westbrook and D Rose. Both great players. Somewhat, you know what I'm saying, like similar players. Both can work on their jump shot, can have a better jump shot. Both was explosive going to the hole. Explosive. Didn't care who was in their way, would take flight on you in a minute. One won the MVP. The other one led the league in triple doubles for 2 straight seasons. So
Russ didn't win an MVP.
Oh yeah, Russ did win the MVP. Yeah, my bad, Russ. My bad, Russ. But I gotta agree with you, Kels, and taking Westbrook due to the longevity of him playing. Unfortunately, D Rose and the injuries just took completely over. He's on the list of them players that you wish you could just see their career pan out without them getting injured. Brandon Roy was another one.
Right.
Never wish he suffered injury.
Would you put DeMarcus Cousins on that list?
Boogie?
The way he was balling before he got before that.
Boogie was a beast.
I think Boogie was more his attitude than his injuries.
What's the question? And thumbs up, Steph Curry. He ruined the game with all the 3-point shooting. The question is, in their prime, which 3 are you taking? And one got to go. And the 4 players is Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, and Derrick Rose. So yeah, but that's why I agree with you, Kels, because it won the longevity of Westbrook, and he's still lightweight doing it now.
Westbrook a great. Westbrook get all. I don't know what Westbrook get blamed.
My bad. Look, I ain't got my glasses on. It look like a thumbs up on my end. That's a middle finger to Steph. Okay.
It look like hey, well, no, for mine it look like a thumb too. I said thumbs up to Steph.
Yeah, like I'm looking.
Man. D Rose, man.
Yeah, so I go with them 3, man. D Rose, you gotta go.
That was a hard Western night, but it really went too hard because you already go have your 3, Steph, Irving, and Curry, Irving. Those are 2 that was gonna be stayed. So it really is between Westbrook and Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
Definitely.
Even though Irving,
Rose just had so much more potential. I mean, you look at it, he won the MVP when he was 22.
Yeah, he was the youngest MVP player ever.
And that's
he
was on his way.
And that was without a jump shot.
On his way.
Derrick Rose was a problem, man.
Ask the Cavs.
LeBron was a problem too, though, for them.
D Rose was a problem, man. Like
D Rose
that Miami series that they had against Chicago that one year.
Oh, yeah.
Man, one of the schools got erasers. Who's a chubby chaser? Speeding on 90 like a street racer. Pacers.
Oh,
He said Pacers on 5 at that. He said other than Pacers. Brian, you a fool, Brian. You a fool. Because of injuries. Yeah, I agree, Sam.
Yeah, the injuries was the cause of it.
Man.
But that's part of the game.
It is, but like you just hate. Jay Will was another one.
Jay Williams was a. I don't like to call people, but he was.
About to say, man. I know you about.
He
just say he put himself in that situation.
He put himself in that situation. I do not have. I'm about to go Ryan Clark. I do not have no ill will toward that. And I ain't gonna say he deserved what he got, but that what happens when you do stupid things. In your contract, it states, do not ride a motorcycle. In your contract. And what you go ahead and do? And he went to Duke. I thought Duke players supposed to be smart.
Man.
Wow. Look, and this coming from a dude that say if one of his players go out there and fuck up an ankle, if y'all can still walk.
He
I don't care if you limping. Y'all gonna get out there. I don't care if you limping. You gonna get out there and limp this play. And that's
Man, that was the stupidest thing ever. Stupid. Why would you jeopardize your career just for one thrill? Yeah, I don't even like motorcycles.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with him either. I'm not messing with a motorcycle.
He could have really killed himself.
Yeah.
Kellen Winslow doing dumb stuff.
Hey, look. They get that money or that fame start to hit them and they don't about to go somewhere, especially when you recognize as a high profile player, sometimes stupidity take over. I wish it wouldn't happen, but sometimes it do.
That would be a topic. The stupidest thing that people done, athletes done.
Our season, unfortunately, is over with. I wish we would be playing tonight. I really do. But I've been hearing some rumors, man. I've been saying some things. I've been saying to hear some things. How y'all feeling about this? Cavs should make a push for Giannis situation. Should they do it? But they'd be giving up an Evan Mobley.
I think they don't even have to give up Evan Mobley, to be honest.
I think Milwaukee would want to take him just to build around him, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the starter point. But like I said, you start now. You negotiate now. All right, Mobley. No, we're not giving up Mobley. No. Then go down the line. Okay, guess what? Ring, ring, ring. Hey, I'll give you Garland, Jared Allen.
They still got Dame, though.
Dame got an Achilles, so they're going to need Dame 6 to 9 months. Dame might not even be back next year. They're going to need a Garland.
Giannis ain't it.
Then you can say, all right, Garland, Jared Allen, 2 first-round picks.
For who?
For Giannis. Remember, Giannis is 30-some years old. Giannis is old. I'm not giving up on Mobley. If you really want to get something back from Giannis.
I think he's 6 years older than Mobley, too.
Huh? Yeah.
I think it might be a 5 or 6 year age gap.
But you getting 2 young players, and then you still getting a player like Mobley, Jared Allen, not like Mobley, but defensive present. You still getting that guard that you need that can score. And on top of that, you're getting 2 first-round picks. I added on Max Strus too. Shit, fuck it.
Mitchell is in the win now mode. Mobley is still a year away. Garland is about to enter his prime, and Giannis is in his prime. Also, I'll trade Mobley and a pick and maybe Strus for Giannis.
Why are you giving up Mobley?
Because they're gonna want Mobley. I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna want Mobley.
I know they want Mobley. I know they want Mobley. But if I can finagle them into not getting Mobley, I'm going with the better option.
It ain't gonna happen there.
Okay. You get Mobley, right? You get Mobley.
Mm-hmm.
You still in the same situation with Giannis that you were before. You're still in a situation. Mobley got to do everything. Giannis and Mobley is not Giannis. Mobley is not Giannis. Let's get that clear right now. I like Mobley, but Giannis could go get
fantasy football, Brian.
hey! I'll be getting those deals off. Troy,
that was a good one.
I'll be getting those deals off though.
That's a good one.
Man.
You're gonna have to give up Mobley. Where you at, Peacock? How you feel about this?
I don't want to give up Mobley, but at the same time, Mitchell, Garland, Giannis. I mean, we still had Allen, and he's still coming to his own. I mean, I just want to give him Mobley.
Man, I'm trading Allen.
But yeah, that's why I said I trade Allen if we can keep Mobley. And Giannis, but I don't see that happening. With him coming off a defensive MVP, ain't no way we get to keep him out the deal.
Want Mobley.
We ain't got enough. We don't have enough draft capital. So I mean, is that ain't 2 first-round picks and Allen ain't enough to get Giannis?
Hell no.
Don't you need 5?
I ain't saying you need 5. Hey, remember you said you would give up 3 first-rounders for him.
Yes, I would.
You said you give up 3 first-rounders and I forget it in a player for him.
Yes, I would. To win a title? Hell yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what you said. That's why I just said 2 first-rounders. You was like, how many you need? 5?
No, let me switch
I said 2 wasn't enough.
Garland, Mitchell, and Giannis surrounded by shooters, and Allen.
I do not like Allen way he plays in the playoff. It's the second year.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Allen did not show up.
What I said. I would give up Allen.
So I would get rid of. I get rid of. If I get Giannis, I'm getting rid of Allen too.
All right. Hit you with a plot twist. Even though I don't think we got the cap room, what if LeBron opt out and said he wanted to return home and retire from Cleveland?
He will have to pay for the minimum.
How would you? What's your thought? Would your thoughts be on that?
Brian can come back.
And everybody know I'm a Brian fan. Everybody know I'm I got to take him out the equation for a minute. He going through some things right now. So I got to take him out the equation. You got LeBron and you got Antoine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the 2 loves now. Both great. He caught back. Why you always laughing, man?
Because it's funny how you always incorporate with the LeBron and Antoine thing. That's why he laughing.
Y'all tripping, man. I'm just saying.
If fantasy name.
If Brian can if he do and he can understand that, you're not the Brian of old, this ain't your team, you know what I'm saying, type shit, then I'm all down for it. But I'm not down for damn. My bad. We got some breaking news coming in. The Colts have just announced the death of their legendary owner, Jim Irsay.
Damn.
Their owner?
Yeah. Yep. Wow.
Rest in peace.
Wow. Was he?
He wasn't even sick that I thought of.
He wasn't?
No. You
wow.
Remember he was just in the NFL meetings. They ain't say nothing about his illness. Damn, send him our condolences into his family and to the Indianapolis Colts. That's another team that moved.
Wow, that's crazy. Damn. Yeah, condolences to the Irsay family, man, and the whole Colts organization. But if Brian will understand that, get back to this discussion. If Brian can understand he's not the man, you know what I'm saying, of this squad, then I'm all down for it. I'm cool. I'm good. Brian, you 41. You don't need to be out there trying to be number 1 options at nothing. That's why the Lakers went out and got Luka.
Now, do you feel like piggybacking off what you're saying, do you feel like he knows with the Cavs, the state that we in right now, that he don't have to be that? Because when he tried to take a step back, when you look at the Lakers, they just weren't in a position to, to be able to maintain without him on the court. If you look at the minutes he played this year, sometimes he was. But
he got the players. He had the players here where he don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think he could say, okay, finally, I could finally sit back and just kind of coast and
there'll be another player I was harping on before. They could give us 18 points for that small forward position. Give us that other ball handler, that other playmaker. Because Brian can play make without the ball, with the ball. he knows the game. He know how to switch on defense. He know what type of defense player is playing. Brian is a student of the game. So it's like, okay, we have another coach on the team. He already know that Mitchell is the man who gonna take over the game.
Right.
He just got to get there. So I think Brian, the only thing with Brian is gonna have to be the money, because if he really want to learn win another title, he either gotta humble himself. He almost $1 billion anyway, and come and get another ring for your legacy. Hell, what better place than Cleveland? You brought Cleveland too.
And that's what I'm saying.
And nobody in history can ever say that.
And thinking like that to retire, to end your career with a ring. I mean, I think that'd kind of set his storybook to be able to retire with a ring and come back home. Huh? I'm talking about to come back and do it at home where you started.
It all sounds good, man, but that's a long shot. That's a long.
LeBron ain't taking no pay cut.
I just don't see it. If it's not for the money, I can see him doing it. I just don't see him being able to run it back with them and them being better than what they were.
And then if we trade for him, they're gonna want Mobley.
But we wouldn't have to
I'm
trade.
Damn sure. Like again, I'm a Bron fan. I'm damn sure not about to trade Mobley for Bron. I'm not about to do that.
No, he's too late in his career. We're gonna trade him for
it's too late for that. I'm keeping our chances with Mobley.
That's why I said opt out. That's why I said opt out.
Well,
his second year and come as a free agent.
Hey, you know how much money he'd be opting out?
Yeah, about almost 50 million.
And Bron ain't doing that. Bron is not doing that.
Bron at the age where he's like, shit, I'm trying to get all my bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a Western Conference Finals game 1 last night. OKC thrashed the Minnesota Timberwolves in game 1. After watching that game last night, what percentage of a chance do y'all give Minnesota to not just really make this a series, but to win this series?
I think I still got to see at least 2 more games. I mean, because it was close. The first 2 quarters, they was only down by 4.
And then how you started, how you
at halftime. And the thing is, I don't know if they ran out of gas or they just didn't have enough, or OKC was just playing around with them and just okay, let's just end this, because that's the way it looked in the second half. It looked like they was making it a close game. They was going back and forth, and in that second half, they just took off. And then Julius Randle, he had a good night. Edwards had a good night, but you look at some of the other scores, you had 7 points here, and you had 2 points there. You as a starter, you gotta put up more points than that. You can't have.
You got to remember too. OKC got the best defense.
Well, that's my thing. That's where you're gonna have to step up, because 2 points, 7 points, 8 points ain't gonna cut it as a starter. When you're going up against that type of team with that type of firepower on top of their number 1 defense, that's crazy to even think you had a chance. So if this is what you're gonna be, then you don't have a chance at all. But I think they better than what they showed. So I'm hoping, like I said, in another 1 or 2 games, I think we'll get a better look at how this series is gonna be.
2 games, it might be 3-0. Where you at, Kel?
I picked the Timberwolves to win this, so I'm sticking with it.
I was just making it close
because of Ant-Man. The reason why, okay, this is
the
like they ain't got shade.
Listen.
Hey,
what it is that I'm listening. See, it's always a method to Kel's madness when he say shit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? These one of these situations where he know. And I told Kel before the show, I'm gonna have him take a lie detector test one day, man. We gonna get a lot of truth.
I'm Kel's I know not lying.
But these one of those situations that Kel's okay. I'm taking Minnesota, so he could be like, so he can feel and be like, I told y'all so.
No,
I told y'all so. Minnesota was just this. Minnesota was that. Knowing damn well, man, OKC about to run fucking circles around them motherfuckers.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. They turned over the ball too much time. They turned over.
Man, OKC they've been making teams turn the ball over all season.
You know, because
All
they let
season.
them set up in their defense. They let them set up in their half court defense. I'm a true component of when you have a great defensive team, you do not let them set up their defense. You have to run them. You have to run them. If you do not
It's
run
hard to
them,
do that when you
Roy
constantly
said it
score.
perfectly. He
Huh?
said it perfectly.
but you also have to score. If you're not scoring, they shot 29% for two.
Look
29%
at that defense.
for the field goal.
I told JD yesterday. Luke
Gobert had 2
Dort
points.
gonna be on Ant-Man. So that's gonna be that's a factor right there. That's a factor right there.
But Ant-Man can get over that physicality. The Ant-Man can get off. You can exploit some of their deficiency in the defensive in how they run their defensive scheme. They a ball hog. They up front and close. They pressure. They put pressure on you.
It ain't been happening all season.
Because nobody is not running them. They bringing up they doing this. They bringing up the ball. And what they do, half court, they set up their half court.
I done seen a lot of games where teams did try to run. They defense.
And when they ran, they won. Look at the Denver game when they was running. Then they set up, and then they let them set up. Then they set up the seventh game. They let them set up Caruso against Caruso checking the Joker.
You said Denver was running
when they was winning the games. They was getting out in transition. You have to get out in transition against OKC. You cannot let them set up their half court defense.
I get that, but that wasn't happening in that Denver series. But I understand that part of what you just said.
So what I'm saying is this: if you run them and try to get them off their half court sets on defense, now on the defensive side, you will have to try to stop Shea from penetrating. You will have to stop.
Which is very difficult.
It's difficult, but you will have to. You even got to pick one or two lesser evils. You either make him a passer, meaning that you pack in the lane and make him shoot threes, or you say bucket. You just go beat me, Shea, and let him score 40 points.
Shea one of the best mid-range shooters in the game right now.
I know. That's why you have to pack in the lane. You have to pack it in. You have to pack it in. All he gonna do is drive. Once he drive.
Okay, if you close the paint, he gonna shoot a mid-range.
Okay, if he's looking to shoot the mid-range, but you already there, you can test the mid-range shot. Or
and guess what? They was contesting yesterday. They failed.
I mean, hey, you either pick your poison. You either make him a three-point shooter, or you make him a passer. That's the only two things you got.
And you pick in Minnesota.
And you said the percentage, they got 50% to win. I can't go back on what I said. That's the only reason.
Typical kills. Peacock, what percentage you give? Okay, I mean Timberwolves.
50%.
It's hard to say with only one game. Right now, I'm only giving them 40.
You only get 10%, 10% less than me.
Because you know that ain't your true answer. You just said you can't go back. You don't really believe what you said.
I do believe. So you believe what you said, and you said you had to watch one game.
I got to watch. I got to see. I got to see another game out of him. Out of one game, one another.
I ain't got to see no more games. This series over with.
But what I'm saying is, Kels, you said before you gave that, after you gave that percentage, you said I can't go back on my word. You said you can't go back.
I said I can't go back on my words saying they're gonna win it, and I gave you my percentage so they're gonna win.
Because you said they was gonna win, and now you saying you can't go
50%.
back. What you saying is you don't want to double back because you want to stick to your word, even though you don't believe what you said yourself.
So I got 50%. I got 50% of chance of winning. So that's what you saying.
You can't lose. Look,
I told you, Kels was always trying to put himself in position.
Man,
he go always.
Hey, Kels, you make a great politician.
No, he gonna make a great co-champion.
Co-champion. Hey. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? My speech gonna be like, yeah, I'm a co. But guess what?
I couldn't do it on my own. I had to. Oh, wait for the speech I got written for him, Peacock. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Woo! Like, and the emotions and the feelings he gonna put as he talking. My goodness. Ooh, magnifico. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be drunk too.
I don't give a damn if you drunk, sober. I don't sleep
When at
talking.
that time, I'm gonna be on the 5th of Tito's. Like, yeah,
And we gonna start it over till you get it right.
okay, coach.
We got
Man.
an Eastern Conference Finals matchup, game 1 tonight. Pacers Knicks. Which should be an intriguing matchup, a rematch of last year, something that was being set up since your boy Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson was on wrestling last year. That's how I feel. It's all.
The NBA set it up like that.
Let me
because they
shut my
were
mouth.
gonna-
Let me shut my mouth. But we got the Pacers and Knicks tonight. An old school rivalry game. You look at back in the days with Reggie Miller, Rick Smits, against Patrick Ewing, Starks, and them boys. Derek Harper, them boys. What y'all expecting to see tonight, and who y'all got winning game 1?
I got the Knicks winning.
Go ahead.
Game 1. I think the Knicks are primed to win this game, this series. They got the players who can stop Indiana from their transition and get out on a 3-point shooter like Nehart and Naismith. The only concern I got with them, with the Knicks, is if Thibodeau gonna run them down. because Indiana gonna run you. So with Indiana gonna run him because he can't play Josh Hart 49 minutes and Mikal Bridges 55 and Jalen Brunson. They gonna have to trust their best. So Miles McBride and all them have to get playing time. Let's see if they gonna do that. But knowing Thibs, no.
Yeah, he definitely ain't about to do that. He definitely, them boy about to be playing 42, 43 minutes. Like, guaranteed.
And runs.
Guaranteed. Like, I listen. It's gonna be a good series. I got the Knicks winning tonight as well. Game 1 at home. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Game 1 is always a fill out game. I think Cat is going to have a big game, a good game. Like I said, double, 25 and maybe 13, 14 from Cat tonight. I think Miles Turner going to have to play big. You mentioned Nembhard, you mentioned Naismith. They're going to have to play big. Pascal Siakam, damn it, the whole squad is still going to play big. Because the Knicks got motherfuckers that can guard out there. OG, Josh, Mikal Bridges. You see what he did in the Boston series last series. So yeah. I got New York tonight winning game 1.
I got New York as well. Gil said the Pacers are gonna run. You know, the Celtics can run too. The Celtics rotate the players in and out, and that still didn't help. Knicks still kept their players in the game.
There's missing Tatum though.
They gonna run. Well, so you know they gonna stay in the game most of the time. So obviously they got the energy to get it done. So even if the Pacers do run them, they gonna still stay in the game.
Shit, not like they gonna run. Not like they.
Look, so far we thought the same thing against the Celtics, and they proved even though you know Tatum went down, but before he went down, they were still hanging in there. They were still doing it.
The Celtics are not a running team, though. Indiana is a transition.
They was rotation. They was rotating fresh bodies in, and the Knicks players they were still standing out there 30-some minutes a game, and they were still getting it done.
That's because Tibbs conditioned them up to play 40, 45.
That's my point exactly. They conditioned for it.
But all right, I'm gonna tell you the difference between a transition team and a team that's run. Indiana, soon you make a basket, they out. They going.
You think they not watching? You think they not paying attention to this?
Huh?
But you think they ain't paying attention to these last 2 series against the Cavs and the Celtics?
And we got tired. The Cavs got
we got tired. But look, they run for 40-something. They run for 30-something minutes. Like you said, they never playing a whole game.
But they never played a team who soon you make a basket.
That's why they stand under. You know they've been conditioning themselves for the Pacers.
You cannot do that with the Pacers. You can't high five.
How you gonna say they can't do it if you ain't seen them do it yet?
Who?
You got to see them do it. You saying they can't do it. You saying they don't come out the game.
I bet you watch the game. I bet you when OG and Nobody and all them do a shot, I bet they sprint back down the court.
Okay, so that means they got their mindset together. They already ready for it.
I bet they
fucking high fives this time.
I mean, they ready for
it. We gotta go back. We gotta go back on defense.
Kill. That mean they ready for it. If they do that, then they ready for it.
It's not gonna be like that. Cause soon they ball get out that net. If they make it, Indiana scoring.
Yeah, they gone.
So
I don't know. Maybe Indiana been playing like that all season.
Indiana been playing like that all year.
All year.
All right. And they still done lost games, right?
You know why they lost?
They weren't the best team.
Once you start Indiana transition, they got nothing else.
All right. So then see what the Knicks do. You saying like the Knicks ain't used to this or they not prepared for it. Let's see what they do during the first game.
All right. When you see Josh Hart doing all this
but you saying they're gonna be do all that, but you also just said they don't come out the game. That means they conditioned to play the whole game.
They're not gonna be conditioned enough to play this one. Trust me.
All right, we'll see.
Kills. It sounds like you should be taking Indiana tonight. Then
no, man. I'm not.
Taking because you saying like the Knicks ain't never seen nothing like this. That's the way you acting.
Indiana.
Indiana did get them last year, though.
Indiana is the only team Indiana is the only team that run like that.
And the Knicks is the only team who big players don't see the court.
They got the guards who can do it because Halliburton don't need to bring the ball up. He got Nehart. If you watch Indiana, they do not. It take 3 dribbles to get up.
I got a question. So what can the Knicks do on the offensive side of the ball?
Sprint back. Shit. When they make the basket,
you don't think they can kind of control the tempo as well on their end?
We try to control the tempo as soon Indiana.
We tried it, but look, we was also missing hella shots. Don't act like we wasn't off. Okay, we was off. We died from that 3-point. I mean, we was
the game that we won in game 3. If you look at how we was playing Indiana, the Knicks have the defensive players to play the perimeter because all Indiana do is run straight to the basket and look out for the 3-point shooter.
We also lost. We also had some poor ass shooting in our series 2 from the 3-point line. We never shot that bad.
Of course,
and that many games close together, we've never shot that bad like that.
And that also contribute to them going transition. You cannot miss.
Okay, so then that's on us. And remember, one of them games we was getting gas too.
Because we can't stop them
because our team is not conditioned for our starters to stay on the court like that.
So
I ain't gonna.
It wasn't one player in the Cavs that played over 32 minutes.
But my point exactly. Now you dealing with
how the hell we weren't conditioning?
What I'm saying is you're dealing with a team that's used to running that amount of minutes in the game. They ain't just start. Oh, y'all got to play this whole game. They've been doing this.
So what you said
used to. That conditioning and that stamina, when you in the playoffs and you go into these deep series, that should make a difference.
So you said Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson is conditioned to run 48 minutes.
I'm saying, like you said, 30 plus minutes, like you called out that they don't come off the court. I'm saying ain't nothing changing.
But they never played a transition team like Indiana.
We gonna find out tonight, game 1 in the Garden, Indiana Knicks. Great show, fellas. Great show. Great conversation. Peacock, good to see you today. You know, the cat, look at the wind, Joe, again. That's what we saying. Good. It's good to see you today, man.
You got conditioned.
He got conditioned. Appreciate everybody that tuned in on the Diva Spivey Media Network. Keep supporting that. And also on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content like you received tonight. With that being said, man, we're going to catch y'all Friday. Y'all know what it is. Pick one, sip one. Friday. It's going to be a great show as usual again for y'all. Until then, man, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay safe. Please stay safe. We out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Deuces.
Like the